Morning, dear hearts. We are on review lesson 113, and please subscribe. So the two lessons that we are reviewing today, and one, morning and evening, on the hour and the half hour. The first one, on the hour, we say, I am oneself, united with my Creator. On the half hour, salvation comes from my one self. So we are concentrating on this idea that we are indeed only one self. And there is no conflict in that idea because there's no conflict in one. I've spoken of it in the past, and I've written about it, that, one is the only number. One is the only number that we deal with throughout the course. There is one mind, there is one God, there is one thought, there is one solution to one problem. There is only one. And now I am one self. And as one self, I am united with that which created me, because I am one with that, and my Creator is one also. So the only number we are dealing with here is one. And the little lines that we are given for practice today to use as on the hour. And remember, sometime during the day, 5 minutes on each of the two lessons. But we're given serenity and perfect peace are mine because I am one self, completely whole. Remember that. One is completely whole. It's a completely whole experience. There is only one, and we are that, at one with all creation and with God. So I am one self, united with all of creation and with one God. So one self, one creation, one God. There is one. I am one self. The second lesson is salvation comes from my one self. Well, of course, there is this wholeness that I am coming from the wholeness of the thought that thought me. So where else would I find my salvation? And of course, sometimes some don't like that word salvation, so I'll use freedom or peace. Where will I find my freedom or my peace if not from within me? When I am with myself, any evening, any day, any moment, I am at peace because there is only the one of me. Now, if for some reason I'm not feeling peaceful when I am spending time with myself, it's because I've invited someone in to keep me company, and that would be the ego. I've invited the ego in to give me thoughts that are other than wholeness and oneness. But from my one self, whose knowledge still remains within my mind, because that one self, again, one thought coming from one Father, one God, I see God's perfect plan for my salvation perfectly fulfilled. I see God's plan for my perfect peace, my perfect freedom, completely fulfilled. It is one plan, and the plan, like the thought, like God, like me, is whole and complete. Does that make sense? I think it does. So, on the hour, I am oneself, united with my Creator. On the half hour, salvation comes from my one self. And in doing these lessons, we establish these neural pathways in our mind, that this language, this idea becomes familiar to us, and it becomes our go-to. It becomes what we know first, rather than what the ego tells us and yells at us first. It becomes our native tongue. It becomes what we speak. It becomes what we are. So that's it for today. I hope this helped. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. I'm still looking for sunflowers. And my divine one self salutes your divine one self. Namaste.